Lao Shi Lawrence McElroy here for Water Tiger School Tai Chi Chuan. As you can see in this particular video, we have a little bit different angle. We have been on the floor before, but that's normally for stretching, maybe some yoga, that sort of thing. But today, as you may have guessed from the title of the video, we're going to be doing some meditation. So first things first, you may want to pause me and grab something, especially if you're going to be on the floor. We want to do a seated meditation. So some people need a little bit extra support. We'll give you some options for the floor as well. I'm going to be using a cushion myself. There's also, you could use a yoga block. That will work. And then, there's our friend the chair in the back. You can do this seated in a chair as well. And you don't want to be lying down. You don't want to do this as a standing meditation, and it's really best to be seated. So that's what it's going to be about. I just want to give nod to something. We are shooting this in late February of 2022. And hopefully, for the first time since 2019, Water Tiger will actually be able to host a live World Tai Chi and Qigong Day on Long Island. It's been an annual thing for us since 2001, and we've been doing remote events for 2020, 2021, so it'll be nice maybe to get back into the open air. We are finding ourselves a little bit, less of a threat. Pandemic-wise, infection rates are dropping, and it's an outdoor event. It's well attended, but we're not packed in like sardines or anything. So it should be okay even if there's another bump in infection rates. Our studio is currently maintaining most of our pandemic protocols. We did drop one regarding attendance, but we are still universally masking and maintaining physical distance. That may change because as of this shooting, the CDC is reevaluating masking guidelines, so we may have some other changes close on the horizon. So there's the news, if you will. Oh, by the way, this T-shirt is the one from 2019, and it has appeared in one of our videos previously. It was April 21st of 2020, and it's in the Facebook Live series. But this is only the second time. As I've been mentioning, kind of like with the warm-ups, we've always sought to do something different. We've always sought for me to wear a different T-shirt, but we're now seeing things for a second, in some instances maybe even a third time. So there you go. Getting to the meditation. We are going to be doing, as is indicated by the title, you might have thought, well, of course he's going to have his videos, the Water Tiger School videos always have sound because I can hear him talking. That's not what meditation with sound means. We're going to be doing some chanting. We're going to be doing Ohms. Now, Nikola Tesla once said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And in those three things are all within an ohm. As a matter of fact, an ohm is broken into three parts itself, so that can be part of that trio of sound consideration that we'll talk about here in a moment. In Sanskrit, Ohm means Pranava, which in my Sanskrit is about as bad as my Chinese. It means to hum. What can be wrong with humming? By tradition, the sound of the Ohm is considered the original vibration of the universe. Now, I want to make clear, it's only ohms. Yes, chanting in this way and chanting with an ohm can have religious connotations, but not without the intent of a religious focus. It's like our bows in the studio. We recognize that our shrine is not a religious artifact. We salute the head of our lineage at the shrine, and there may be candles and that sort of thing, but we do not worship our the head of our lineage. We bow to one another, but it is a sign of respect, of mutual learning from one another, and it has no religious context to it, so there's no religiosity. Yeah, that was good. To it. You know what I'm saying. So anyway, there are other interpretations of the three. I mentioned the Tesla one: energy, frequency, and vibration. You can also consider the three sounds linking to the three worlds: earth, atmosphere, and ether. The three periods of time: past, present, and future. The different states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. That being said, there is a fourth sound. What are the three sounds, you may be asking at this point? I think I skipped something in my presentation. An Om isn't just Om. It is Om. So there's an Ah, there's an So it's broken into three parts, but there's a fourth part, and that is the silence as you take another breath. So anyway, there you go. That breaks down the Om. Again, Om. The sound and the vibration serve to distract our waking minds from all that junk that's going around in there. So we get to disconnect from all that noise while we're meditating. The Om, the sound, helps. The vibration also stimulates the nervous system and to relieve stress, and can also boost the immune system. So there's a lot of things going on underneath these Ohms. But again, they are just Ohms. So I hope all of that made sense. Some of it was a little bit garbled. I apologize. We're not going to go back and shoot it over because we don't like doing this, and we don't like doing that. And we've always sort of treated like these as if they're live, which I should mention, I'm on the floor. We're going to be doing Ohms. I might have some help with that at some point. And I may have to break the meditation to fix whatever they might be messing with. Little furry helpers. So if you're seated on the floor, you don't have to do a full lotus or anything. You know, this is fine. Right? Cross-legged. You know, a lotus, I don't know if I have it in me to even do a half lotus. I doubt it. I can sort of get a half lotus. I'm not going to get the full lotus at all. But that's why you might want a yoga block. Just take some pressure off the legs. Cushion does the same thing. Again, a chair is fine. A secondary possibility for a floor position is more of a Japanese sort of floor position. And it's like this. Hands, really your choice. You know, like here, they can be on your thighs, cupped in the lap, palm open. There are all sorts of different finger connections. I tend to favor, if my hands are relaxed enough, thumb to middle finger. A lot of people do thumb to index finger, but there are other choices as well. Again, and cupped is fine, palm down is fine. Same in the pillow. And crossed-legged. I'll probably just do open palm. Here I am going to get a little sip before we get started. Again, remember, We're going to do these rolling Ohms after we practice an Ohm or two. And what rolling Ohm is I'm going to set a timer, and we're going to go for 2 minutes. You're going to take a breath whenever you need it. Don't try to match my time. As a matter of fact, my time isn't what it used to be back in the day. I have a breathing issue. I have one diaphragm. There are two diaphragms. Diaphragm on my left side um, does not function properly, so I don't have the same breath capacity that I used to. My ohms used to go on, it seemed like forever. They don't last very long these days. So I'll probably be taking more breaths than you. You don't want to cut yourself short just because I'm taking another breath. If you have less breath capacity than I do, then take more breaths than I do. All of that is fine. So again, 3 sounds. Four sounds, silence. That's all it is. And that vibration, and I just kind of woke up. So this stuff works. So we're going to, again, 2 minutes, rolling ohms, the 4 sounds. Breathe as you can, breathe when you need to. I'm going to set the timer, and we're going to get going. What am I looking for? There we go. All right. I preset it for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes. You want to, oops, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to restart it. Again, hands in one of these positions. I don't want to force it, but I'm sitting up straight. Just because it's habit for me from Tai Chi and Qigong, my chest is sunk, my back is rounded. I recommend the same. You want to find a position where everything is relaxed, crown and point of the head, held, not lifted to the heavens. We're not doing this, sitting down, but I'm also not doing this. I'm not crunched over. So upright and ready to go. Big breath. And that was our 2 minutes. It went by too fast. Let's take a moment, do a little internal inventory, as we call it at Water Tiger School. Just check in with how things are feeling. physically, mentally, maybe even a little emotionally. And there is one approach to meditation with sound. I like Ohms. You can also pick a phrase, something that is repeatable, and chant that. Maybe it's just as simple as I breathe in peace, I breathe out peace, I breathe in peace, I breathe out peace. All sorts of different choices for meditation with sound. But that was Ohms, and I love Ohms. Didn't really used to do them until somebody asked Water Tiger to do a meditation seminar. And as you know, our standard meditation, well, as you probably know, our standard meditation for Water Tiger School is Qigong-based, energy work-based. So I expanded my horizons to give a fuller presentation of different ways to meditate. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't enjoy it. I don't know. As always, the comment section for the YouTube channel, we do preview the comments simply because the standard YouTube algorithms, if you flick the switch that says flag potentially inappropriate comments, that algorithm doesn't work very well, and things get through that really shouldn't. So that's all we're checking for. That and getting flamed. I mean, if you're disrespectful in how you present yourself in the comments, then yeah, that's not going to go through either. But if you have a difference of opinion and you express it respectfully, positive, negative, they'll get posted. Of course, we also post a link to this on our Facebook page. So there, the comments are wide open, but it's sort of the same thing. If somebody flames us, they get banned and their comment is deleted. So we found our rhythm, at least for now, and we're doing these about every 2-3 weeks, and we hope to keep doing that. Probably the next one will be a return to something Tai Chi based. We have a couple of different things preset in the queue. And we might return to the concept of meditation. You might look through the catalog. I believe it was a Facebook Live session. I'm pretty sure that it was, that had a image-guided meditation. Just a brief cutting, relatively brief, about 20 minutes worth of Water Tiger School original image-guided meditation. We haven't, I don't think there's been, I'll have to go back and look, but I don't think there's been anything specifically about our image-guided, our Qigong-based meditation, though we have done that for some of the sessions. We've started with our little Qigong-based meditation. So again, there you go. Thank you. Thanks for your time and attention. Look for us again in 2 to 3 weeks, and we'll be back with something else new. Meanwhile, take care, be safe, be well. Catch you next time. Ta.